sometimes, not strong enough to say goodbye. Why's it always gotta end? Can we try to just pretend that we'll be alright? I don't wanna go, but I know I need to. I'm losing control when I think about you. I'm sleeping all alone again tonight. I'm wishing that you would make up your mind. What do I do with this mess you made me? Did you mean it back when you called me baby? 'Cause you're giving me conflicting signs, and I wanna stay with you just for one more night. What do I do with this mess you made me? Did you mean it back when you called me baby? 'Cause you're giving me conflicting signs, and I wanna stay with you just for one more night. So afraid to keep me close, and I'm just scared to let you go. Trying to save you from yourself, but your mind's on someone else, 'cause I'll never know. I don't wanna go, but I know I need to. I'm losing control when I think about you. I'm sleeping all alone again tonight. I'm wishing that you would make up your mind. What do I do with this mess you made me? Did you mean it back when you called me baby? 'Cause you're giving me conflicting signs, and I wanna stay with you just for one more night. What do I do with this mess you made me? Did you mean it back when you called me baby? 'Cause you're giving me conflicting signs, and I wanna stay with you just for one more night.
Hey, how are you? I have found so many point and click demos. A lot of them are from the Summer Games Fest, and I already had like the full game in my wish list. So, there's one called, I'm sure you'll be so excited about this one. There's one called Death in Faeology that we are going to start off with. It looks super cool. I think it's like, from what I can tell, it's a like kind of like detective like mystery thing. Like obviously like mythical creatures exist in this world. But because we are getting a late start, I'll jump right into it. Also, that emo I was working on earlier, I realized that the thumb is fat because I took a picture of the hand with the broken thumb. So I'm gonna have to trim it down a smidge so that it looks like my other thumb. Honestly, this game looks so pretty. I don't know if it's turning down the music, but we'll figure it out. What is your name? It's not too loud for you, is it? Let it do. Hello, Brutal. How are you? Music is a bit loud. Okay. Let me see. Oh, shoot. I clicked. Something about grading first year assignments. You know what? I'm gonna bring it back up. And then, oh wait, this is it. Let's keep this here. Okay. And if I have to, I can turn down all desktop to audio. Is that better or loud still? On my end, it's showing that it's not. Okay. I was gonna say, on my end, it looks like it's lower than normal. So that's just. Okay. We're chill. But welcome in, Brutal. Thank you for stopping by. Glad everything's doing all right. Okay, something about grading first year assignments. That's all I saw. Because I clicked and I shouldn't have. Then I ought to remind myself that Faeology is a relatively recent science, only a couple of decades old. Hello, hello. Hi, Chrome. How are you? This university, the only Faeology university in the whole country, was just finished being built in 1905. It's still barely acknowledged in the academic field. More importantly, I've got to keep in mind that children inherit their parents' prejudices and misconceptions. The human world has formed its own notion of fairies. Alas, I find myself unable to suppress a big sigh every time I read references to poison apples ushering princesses into eternal sleep. A reference to the Cottingley fairies is one I can understand since it was quite the sensation not too long ago. Although it would be clear in the eyes of renowned Faeologists that the photographs are mere imitations. Pity that Sir Doyle was taken in by it. Sir Conan Doyle? I ought to take a break. The grading session today has taken me quite a tangent. My beloved Oz. Oh my god. It's so pretty. I suppose having a fairy companion does give one an advantage in identifying genuine fairies. Ooh, this is the companion. I'd say a break is in order, wouldn't you, Oz? Oz responds through trills that I've learned to interpret over the decades I've known them. Cuttingly fairies again. Yes, and Princess's eternal slumber due to poisoned apples. We don't care much for human princesses. But making poisoned apples is rather an easy feat. Shall I turn one of them into a toad in front of the whole class to show the show that Faefolk is capable of more than that? At the same time showing them that not all fairies are a friendly bunch. I can't help but chuckle at the thought of that. I believe some might just quit that same day if you do that. Besides, if other Faeologists get a hold of your existence, who knows what they'll do to you. Worked a lot today and the weather is so hot and muggy. Yes. Gonna lurk then fade away today. My friend wants to play games together tonight. Okay. Thank you for stopping in and saying hi. We always appreciate it. I hope you have fun games today. Chances are high those people will try to pin you to a corkboard and vivisect you. I would never let that happen. I've always appreciated you pursuing Faeology to ensure that. This is the least I can do. We've known each other since I was 7. You saved me countless times since then. Well, you could have let me bleed to death when you found me. I would never. I can hear a delightful melody of chirps laced with a touch of whimsy, which makes me feel just a tad fizzy. Seems that even the laugh of a fairy possesses more magical quality. Some magical quality. While you're on a break, isn't there something else on your agenda this afternoon? Right. Mr. Henkel's letter. Thanks for reminding me. I retrieved the letter from my patron from a desk drawer. I lean back on my chair and read the missive aloud to myself. Dear Cato, how long are you going to keep me in suspense? Will you or will you not accompany me to this year's Leo's? I feel like it's a silent S. Like it's like French or something. Like, so it would be like Loy? Gala. We'll just call it a gala. You could do a lot worse than forgetting your boring books for a moment in favor of whiling away an evening with champagne and another word I'm not entirely sure I'll pronounce correctly, and invigorating company. And when I say invigorating, I'm not speaking of those old sods with deep pockets ready to be exploited by way of funding grants for your research. Speaking, of course, of yours truly. Do write to me sometime before Saturday. That's tomorrow's date, isn't it? Oh, I know. My delay in responding is entirely by design, I assure you. I'd hate to be getting the looks from the crowd like I'm a wet blanket. Theology isn't worth my dough, they'd say. Oz's replying chirp is decidedly indignant. I nod to Oz in agreement before returning to Mr. Henkel's letter. In other news, I've heard that little Ruthie Blythe caused a minor ruckus in the city's hottest speakeasy. If your old friend Detective Krause hadn't been in the area at the time as well, who knows what could have happened. I find myself rather perturbed at this revelation. I would have telephoned Ruthie and asked what the story was, like when we were children. However, for better or for worse, we aren't on friendly terms anymore. I resume reading my patron's letter. Speaking of the detective, have the two of you been keeping in contact? He gave me the cold shoulder when I crossed paths with him at last week's benefit. I couldn't help assuming that his persistently frosty treatment of me might have had something to do with you. It's unfortunate that the extensive bonds you have with him should end in the rather bitter taste. As you have told me more than once, when it was good, there was nothing else quite like it. Yet you speak very little of him now, and I find myself wondering if he still holds a place in that guarded heart of yours. Oh? Were we in love? The letter is signed Yours Everlasting, Oscar Henkel. Well, I've kept Mr. Henkel waiting long enough. Press a pen to the fresh sheet of paper to commence crafting a response. Just then, a familiar rhythmic rapping pierces the silence. I glance in the direction of Oz, but they're nowhere to be seen. Oz must have camouflaged themselves in a heartbeat. I put Mr. Henkel's letter in the drawer before calling out. Come in, Minnie. Hope did not enjoy the knocking noise. I'm so sorry. Oh. She's pretty. My assistant enters the office. She's careful to snap the door shut behind her. Professor? Minerva? Yes, Minnie? You're talking to yourself again. That's right. You know me. I see. Sometimes I wonder what she must have thought while hearing the mumbling sound of me speaking with Oz. But she knows when not to poke her nose into things. One of the things I like about her, and also what makes her the bee's knees when it comes to being an assistant. I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news, but he's here. Who? The police detective from the newspapers. Police detective? Even as I echo those two words, there's a sinking feeling in my stomach. You know, the man who made you crumble the papers and toss them in the trash can. In the end, we had to stop our subscriptions for the dailies. Detective Theodore Kraus. Yes, that one. Knowing Theo is here makes my world go momentarily off-kilt. It's as if by the magic of the fairy tales I malign, the ink in my patron's letter has manifested him into the reception area. Can't you tell him I'm out delivering a lecture on the far side of campus or something? That depends. Is a lie like that going to deter this man? An astute question. She's truly wise beyond her years. Probably not. He'd happily traverse the entire campus just to torment me, I'm guessing. Alright, let him in. The brisk nod, Minnie returns to the reception area. I barely have time for a steadying breath before Theo barges in. Ew. He drops a box on my desk right off the bat. What is this? Why is he in my office? Well, look who the cat dragged in. Not even a how do you do? What? Do niceties suddenly mean something to you? Seem to recall you packing your bags and moving out without so much as a goodbye. There was no one to say goodbye to. Didn't you find out I left only a few days later? At least it made it easier for you to leave, didn't it? There's a tinge of hurt in his voice that I'm only able to pick up because we lived together for several months. As my mouth struggles to catch the words hanging in the air, I feel the piercing, icy silence creeping in. Got to break the silence before I freeze. What's in the box? Lets out a deep sigh that rather sounds like relief. There are things that somehow you didn't take with you when you left, even that oddly crafted handkerchief you loved so much. The handkerchief was a gift for you. I see the corner of his mouth twitch. He's lying. What should I do with this information? I quickly stretch out my hand to the box, yet he is just as fast in catching my wrist before I can open it. Don't touch me! I refuse. Don't. I withdraw my hand from his grip swiftly, like a startled bird soaring into the sky. It truly caught me off guard. I'd forgotten what his hand feels like. No, dude. I don't want him here. I was only kidding. Although you really haven't changed much, have you? Just went straight for it. He sounds amused and slightly pleased, as if he just confirmed the accuracy of one of his deductions. Neither have you. I threw all of it away right after you vanished. He says with a subtle squint in his left eye, another lying tale of his. During Pride Month, bring back the receptionist. No, 100%. Ally! I can't help but sigh at his antics. Of course you did. So what's really in the box? Want to take a guess? I do have an idea. Knowing him, he'd sooner face the whole Al Capone gang by himself and take their bullets before coming to visit me. This must be way more important than our poignant history. Case evidence? Seen boxes like this one before, but never one quite so large. It's a really big case, isn't it? He nods. Biggest of my career. And to come to me of all people, you must be at your wit's end about this. Looks away as if trying to hide how galling the circumstances at hand are. My god, I couldn't even get that word out. Truth be told, I'd rather face the whole Al Capone gang and take their bullets than have to see you again. Lovely writing. Gee, that stings a little. So why would you... Hold on a minute. This has some sort of connection to fairies. He flicks his tongue in exasperation. Why, it seems I've hit the bullseye. We stopped talking about fairies at some point when we were still together. Those talks always led to a heated discussion and then to arguments because nothing I could say could change his skepticism toward mystical beings. It's certainly the chance to tease him about it, though it might be unwise considering the emotional peril he must have gone through to get here. What should I do next? Let's play it safe. I know this must be hard for you, but I can't help you if you don't say anything. He sighs. Right. As difficult as it is to admit the things you've told me before about fairies and whatnot might have helped to make sense of this case. But I have to say, for the sake of my sanity, I still don't believe they exist. Fair enough. He appears pleasantly surprised by my answer, as though he was expecting a quarrel right around the corner. Little did he know, I've learned that it's moot to try to explain the otherworldly beings to him. So what makes this case so significant? Why do you think it relates to fairies? Are you even allowed to tell me? I hear the sound of a chuckle under the breath, like a bolt from the blue. For a brief moment, his gaze on mine seems to revert to how it used to be, till the seriousness returns to his face. First things first. Since I'm leading the investigation, I do have some discretion on what details to divulge and to whom. That is, if the confidant can bring value to the investigation. And I've known you for a fact that you can be discreet. Still, I must ask your sworn secrecy on this matter. You got it. So tell me about the case. Why does it seem to be of paramount importance? It's a simple murder case, potentially perpetrated by a single culprit. The victims are chiefly middle-aged women residing north of the city. They're from old money families, the types that make regular appearances at high society events. See, no wonder you're all tensed up. You're telling me. Chief took me off every other case and insisted I put all my time and effort into this. Right, because when the rich start dying, that's when we're concerned. It's only a matter of time until the press catches wind and makes a circus of everything. And with some of the victims' peculiar manners of death, he pauses. This is where the fairies come in. He silently stares and then sighs. I swear I must be losing my mind. You've got this. Now he draws in a long, deep breath. 3 of the victims had a manner of death that the unit has never seen or heard of before. The strangest case is the one where the body seemingly hardened into bony tissue overnight. The corpse almost looked like a carved wooden statue. Oh, I've heard of something like that before. Of course you have. From him. Don't start now. He clears his throat abashedly. Without finding out what caused these deaths, and more importantly, who did this, the press could spin the stories out of control. I don't want to imagine the look on victims' families' faces if and when the papers are making a razz of these poor women's deaths. Besides, what kind of depraved, sick bastard goes around murdering women in such a way? The city's already running on fumes. Crime's becoming more rampant day by day. People shouldn't have to look over their shoulder every night. It's no way to live. Even as he lapses into silence, I say nothing. It's not just the city. The rising crime is bleeding him dry, too. Yet, I am unsure of what words could soothe those who are fighting it on the front line. I've never been where they are. The frown lines between his eyebrows grow deeper. You know, considering the victim's background, having these murders being exaggerated in papers would pressure the families to insist on closing the case as soon as possible, no matter the cost, no matter who's to blame. Right, innocent people are going to bear the brunt of this. This is a terrible situation. I feel my stomach turning. My arms cross on instinct, trying to hold my own disquietude in place. Is there anything you can do? I'm just one man. Try as I might, I can't keep those rotten police brass from lining their pockets. Nothing but a pack of lowlifes in high places. Sorry. Exhales sharply, his voice laced with contempt. Then he fell into silence yet again. Similarly, words seem to have abandoned me, as I can't shake this feeling of helplessness crawling under my skin. After a minute, he meets my eyes once more. Well, you're a good listener. Better than most. Curls his lips into almost a smile. I don't mind it at all. Thanks. Clears his throat once more. Alright, let's get down to brass tacks. This box includes case files, crime scene photos, a couple of blood samples, which I was able to request to bring to you, and several other pieces of evidence. Other than the strange manners of death I've seen, forensics was puzzled too by the blood samples. How so? One of them doesn't contain iron. That's interesting. Nothing surprises you, does it? Well, about this peculiarity, I'll bring up something from my fairies books, but you'd always find a way to deny it. About that. Still investigating the possibility of unknown drugs or poison that somehow cause these oddities. I'd be a fool to not go after my hunches and look into all possibilities. What about robbery? It's ruled out. No fingerprints, no evidence of breaking in, nothing had been stolen. Motives? Revenge? We're still interviewing the city elites, looking for the possible motive. It takes time. You know how it is. Yes, of course. They're very busy. Speaking of city elites, I know people who can be very helpful in getting some inside information. Expression turned sour at full tilt. Who? That man? I said people, but yes, that man would be particularly helpful in this matter. He scoffed brazenly and doesn't even try to hide it. Even at the first meeting with Mr. Henkel, there was some inexplicable tension between the two. Theo said something about Mr. Henkel feeling off, and always hated it whenever I had something to do with him. Though it might just be jealousy in disguise. You know I'm right. Even if he's barely in the newspapers, he's most likely at the pinnacle of high society. And I don't think he'll mind if I ask him a few things about this. Of course, he's always got a soft spot for you. Hell, he's probably carrying a torch for you for a long time, judging by the way he follows you everywhere. Well, he happened to be interested in Faeology and has a lot of money to allow its development. Look at you, all ready to defend him. What are you to an item now? Might have steered this reunion right back to where we were months ago by bringing up Mr. Henkel, but it was necessary to mention him. I don't know anybody else who would have that much information about high society. Besides, there's never really been anything, if we did go to fundraising events together from time to time. It was strictly business. Yet again, Theo seems to lose his reason whenever we talk about Mr. Henkel. I don't have the time or the energy to argue with him. What should I do? Try to make him see reason, explain the truth about the relationship with his family. Would this not be the same thing? We're not anything. We go to fundraising events from time to time, but these are work. I've got to get money for my research from somewhere, you know. Relationship is strictly business. Gives me a dirty look. Sure, I believe you. No, he doesn't. Besides, what I do with him is none of your beeswax. His voice becomes even more irritated. That's right. It's not my concern. Do whatever you want with him. Just make sure he can keep his mouth shut about the case. Can't help but groan at this turn of events. I will. While we're on the subject of useful allies, you mentioned before about blood that doesn't contain iron. I can take the blood samples to the university's chemist. She's good at what she does. And she's from a rich family. She might know some of the victims, or their families at least. Trust your judgment. I take it this is you agreeing to help with the case. That's right. There are lives at stake. He let out a soft smile, as though in quiet agreement with what I said. Thank you. Well, if you think it'll be helpful, you can even ask the people you mentioned what they know using the evidence items. But the case files are for your eyes only. Understood? He's fallen silent somehow, leaving an uncomfortable hush in the air once more. Suddenly, a realization comes to mind. Does this mean you'd be willing to hear about fairies? About Faeology? That depends. If this was indeed fairy doings, and if through your investigation you could provide solid theories on 3 things. The culprit, their methods of murder, and their motives. Supported by evidence, of course. Sticking with the idea that there is a logical explanation, an earthly one, for now. Fair enough. I'd wager that we have approximately 24 hours to get some sort of answer. An answer that makes sense. I can feel the papers are close to getting the story. While you're investigating this lead, I'll look forward into unusual drugs and poisons. How about it, Faeologist? Do you dare take on this challenge? Do I? Help even without being challenged. Bring it on, detective. This brings a grin to his almost consistent brooding expression. Good. If you need anything from me, just ring me. Aye, sir. But you need to promise me that you'll not just hear me out, but also keep an open mind on fairy topics if I succeed in what you asked. Promise? But I can't promise not to scoff from time to time. It's good enough. Gotta get going. Maybe this will be an opportunity for you to increase Faeology credibility in the eyes of the academics. Maybe. Seems like some detective has been following the tiny part of Faeology in the newspaper. Says you. The one who had to stop the daily paper subscription just because some detective kept getting the headlines. Before I could finish, he had walked towards the door and opened it. See you tomorrow around the same time. Okay, the door closed. Hey! I exclaimed with a hint of frustration. After some thought, I realized that he must have noticed the missing newspaper on my desk and my assistant's. Reading papers was part of my daily routine when we were together. I can only shake my head in disbelief. He hasn't changed much either. As I'm reminiscing about a few moments of our past relationship, Oz reveals himself again, now that we're all alone. It was quite the reunion. It was quite the reunion indeed. He hasn't changed at all, has he? I suppose. Although you don't have an obligation to help him. I know. But I've already agreed. Very well. Just don't overwork yourself. Yeah. Thanks, Oz. I find myself slowly drifting into thoughts. A victim's manner of death, hardening into bony tissue, could be one of the fairy's curses. Ossification. If only I could ask Oz whether a fairy was behind this, and which one, but it's not that simple. Even if they are my longtime companion, fairies have their own rules about exchanging favors. They're They're secretive about their land, too. A favor like that doesn't come cheap. At least I'm stocked up on milk and honey for small requests. Speaking of requests, I should get started on a reply to my patron's letter. For some reason, he seems to be more insistent this time that I come with him to the gala. I retrieve a paper and a pen and I mumble to myself as I write. Ooh. On signing off, I seal the letter with wax. I then turn toward my trusted Fae. Oz, can I please trouble you with something? Want me to deliver this letter to your patron, don't you? Indeed, time is of the essence here. As always, please take care not to catch anybody's attention. You'll see it by tomorrow morning, I'm sure. It'll be my pleasure. Thank you, Oz. I'm off. I'll see you later today. I watch as Oz flits out my office window and vanishes. Once the Fae is gone, I call my assistant to my office. Yes, Professor. Hold on 1 second. I rifle through the contents of the box. Carefully, I extract the blood samples that Theo mentioned. They appear to be stored in test tubes. Would you mind asking Dr. Rayford to analyze these blood samples? I'll do that, sure. As I hand the samples to her, I notice that she looks like she wants to say something. Over the 2 years we've been working together, I've picked up on a few of her tells. What is it, Minnie? How'd it go with the detective? If you don't mind me asking. Oh no, not at all. He's the same as always. There's lingering beef, of course, but we've sort of managed to put it aside for something more important. Okay. I have a criticism on the writing. I always have the criticisms on writing. It jumps back and forth through like old-timey vernacular and modern vernacular. I don't know if that's intentional, but like it kind of breaks the immersion. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Because there are some like words, bee's knees, bro. No, yeah, like it's like if you're gonna make the character talk like that, keep it consistent. But then like there's lingering beef. Sorry, it's always gonna be the writing that I criticize. And maybe it's just me. And it's not like I'm not saying like no, so far I'm enjoying the story a lot. But it's just like the little things like that. He's brought me a rather significant case that he suspects might have some supernatural elements, as hard as it was for him to admit it. Oh, good for him. Can't help but grin at her remark. I'm glad it didn't end in a shouting match, at least. Yes, me too. I'll deliver the blood samples now, Professor. Thank you, Minnie. Minnie hurries out. I'm alone in my office again. Remembering the conversation about the case, I'm suddenly engulfed by unexplainable, eerie feelings. I should start the investigation right away. Drag and drop item from the inventory to the desk. Select an item in the records, then press the icon to open the inspector and read insights you gathered. In the records. Ah, damn it. It just keeps going. Hover the magnifying glass above an evidence to access the information and see the details in it. Use the black light to see invisible things. Read the encyclopedia to gain additional informations. Press the button to end the investigation. Tools. Help. No. Okay. How do I open it? Okay, help again. Drag and drop item from the inventory to the desk. Got it. Select an item in the records. Yes. Then press the icon to open the inspector. This icon? Oh, wait, hold on. Shit. Yes. Cover the magnifying glass above an evidence to access the information, see the details in it. Okay. That. Oh, I had to look at the front of it first. Okay. Audrey Woodridge, age 51 years old. Manner of death, hardening into bony tissue. From afar, the corpse looks like a carved wooden statue. Time of death, around 1 p.m. Victim profile, an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. Police report. The victim reported hearing strange noises and seeing strange phenomena in the days immediately preceding her death. The interviewing officer suspected, due to the victim's strange behavior, involvement in occult matters. Forensic report, no traces of drugs or poisons from what could be extracted from the body. Further autopsy is still in progress due to the victim's manner of death. Now that's a familiar name. Can I not open it? Maybe I can't open it. Oh. It's just repeating. It's first victim's crime scene. This is the first time I encounter something that could be a ossification. I feel sick to my stomach. No one deserves to die like this. Something's odd with her fingers. There's something odd with her fingers. She's got 6 of them. Well, you can't see her thumb, but she's got 5 fingers. Let's bring it down. Let's put it here. Okay. No, that's the light. Oh. Oh, that's frustrating. I want it to go back where it was. Not gonna happen. Fae and insects. Some Faeologists have applied Darwin's theory of natural selection to Fae kind by putting them in the same genealogical line as insects, especially the Lepidoptera group. which includes moths and butterflies. This is supported by the similarities to each other. Beneath the special black light, some species of butterflies can glow by having a chemical known as phosphorus, which fairies also have. Okay, not legible. Similarities of fairy kind to insects as well as birds and others in the animal kingdom manifest in terms of the variance of fairy magical abilities. One magical skill possessed by some fae is transfiguration, which is similar to metamorphosis. Wielders of transfigurative spells can make themselves or fellow fae take on another form, including appearing human. Many high faes have heightened powers of suggestion through the emissions of toxins capable of causing hypnosis or illusions. I'm guessing that the story is going to lead into Mr. Henkel being one of these people, but his ability of suggestion doesn't work on the main character because she has a fairy companion and has spent a lot of time around fairies. Sorry if I just spoiled the ending. Although quite rare, some high faes can transform living beings into solid objects, such as stone or bone. Another example of fae magic is invisibility, which is similar to camouflage. There may be other types of magical powers that have not yet been documented. Facts and conflict. There are two main factions of high fae, the scribes and the warriors. Scribes are known for their defensive magic and their intelligence. The warriors are known for their power and their offensive magic. Meanwhile, the low fae faction is comprised of faes with limited parasitic magic. They are a widely maligned species that like to consume human blood, hormones, or even souls. The history of fae class conflict is not very well documented. It appears that there are squirrels. I don't want just any squirrel, I want that squirrel. Between these factions, as there is a certain level of disdain for the other faction. However, disputes also occur between fairies of the same faction. Nonetheless, both factions of high fae deem parasites despicable. Low fae due to the limited and parasitic nature of their magic. All fairy kind seem to be weak against iron, although a small amount of iron, such as in meat or blood, does not seem to ward off fairies. Historically, cold iron was often forged as weapons and used to repel fairy magic. The intricate use of iron, combined with physics and chemistry, is applied by Faeologists to develop a special black light to detect and distinguish the magical essence of the three main types of fae. Beneath the black light, scribe magic appears blue, warrior magic red, and parasitic magic purple or violet. Scribe magic appears blue, warrior red, and parasitic is violet. Sustained black light illumination on an object imbued with fairy magic may reveal intricate details of certain complex spells. Scribe fairies. The scribes are high faes who are capable of expressing benevolence and kindness that is similar to humans' kindness, and they tend to be friendlier to humans. However, this kindness is only shown in the form of favor exchanges, and they do not go out of their way to help others like humans would. Scribe magic that assists humans is contingent upon the favor that humans deliver to them. Oh, like a narcissist. For example, some scribe fae may use their magic to give blessings to humans who have done very special favors of boons for them via inheritable, invisible markings such as sigils or birthmarks. These blessings can last through generations. The rumored fae-touched bloodlines have been wealthy and powerful through the decades that they have been favored. Okay, so that's what's going on here. These are part of, favored fae bloodlines, and they're slowly killing them off because of a war. However, they may also use their magic as a curse, sometimes even deadly, if they feel offended or insulted. Some scribe fairies are also prone to pranks and mischief when they are bored. Warrior fairies. The high fairy phase of the warrior faction frequently reside in groups and are territorial. They are protective of their troops and tend to be unfriendly towards outsiders, especially if they come from the scribe faction or are human. They will smite anyone who interfaces with their group. Interferes. Why did I say interfaces? I apologize. Humans entering their territory, even if accidentally, may face elimination through the warrior's offensive magic. Although fairy warriors typically remain within their own kind and seldom venture beyond the boundaries of the fairy realm, they are known for their aggressive temperament and volatile disposition. Caution is strongly advised when encountering and interacting with these beings. Parasitic fairies. Fairies with limited magic consistently need to feed off of other sources of energy, mostly drained from humans, such as blood, hormones, emotions, and life force. However, the mechanisms and rates at which these drainage processes occur are greatly varied. Notable incident: Changeling. There are unconfirmed rumors that some high faes like to capture humans and bring them into the fairyland for purposes such as forced reproduction, servitude, ritualized combat for their amusement, and so on. The fairies leave changelings behind to mask their absence. A changeling is composed of several fae, typically of the parasitic type, magically transformed to look almost exactly like an abducted human. Due to the complexity of the fae magic required to create a changeling, the enchantment almost always goes awry. Anomalies common among changelings include an extra finger or an extra toe. Nearby heat conductors, such as small metallic objects, have also been known to repel or to warp magic creating changelings. Okay. Bone. Oh. We went through that. Okay. What does that button do again? Drag and drop item from the selected item in the records and press the icon to open the inspector and read insights you've gathered. Okay. Into blood. Okay. Sweet. Coin, makeup, ring, invitation. Is this part of... Okay, never seen a coin like this. It looks rare. Don't mind the group chat. What's happening? It glowed purple for a moment. And it's falling apart. Ugh. What was it? I've seen this makeup powder somewhere recently. It's from Nectar Bell. This will belong to one of them, but which? I wonder if the owner likes the box design and carrying it around in her pocket since it's already used up. Perhaps the chemist has some interesting insight since her family owns the brand. Oh. Is that red or purple? I'd say that's purple again. Wedding ring. Seems to be made out of gold. Oh my god, they were... Formal attire request. My patron invited me to this event. I'm still uncertain if I want to attend. Is that all you have to say? Susan Moore, aged 40 years old. Manner of death, refusing to drink anything but her own blood. Time of death, around 11 a.m. Profile, an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. Victim's mother reported that the victim was suffering from a prolonged paranoia episode in the days leading to her death. The victim was acting erratically and saying strange things. Despite the manner of death, there are no signs of dehydration or hemochromatosis, no traces of drugs or poisons. Blood type unknown. Other blood-related investigations are underway. Blood does not contain iron. So she was Fae as well. Obviously, I think we've established that these families are the humans that were like Fae blessed or something. What was it? Humans, rumor Fae touch bloodlines have been wealthy and powerful through the decades that they have been favored. Sigils or birthmarks. Seems to be the second victim's crime scene. Complexion, it's not quite the pale hue of death. Far paler than should be possible, almost drained of color. Something's odd with her fingers. Oh. She's a changeling too. Is this her ring? Edna Niblet, age 64 years old. Manner of death, gnawing her own fingers down to the bone. Time of death, around 11 a.m. Victim profile, an affluent middle-aged woman in the city. A friend of the victim reported that she visited the victim's residence to drop off an invitation shortly prior to the victim's death. The friend also wanted to check on the victim's well-being as she had allegedly been acting strangely at a party the night before. According to the friend, she witnessed an emotionally charged conversation between the victim and a young factory girl. However, the friend didn't think much of the interaction at the time. At the crime scene, the invitation card dropped off by the friend was seen close to the victim's corpse and was taken in as evidence. No traces of drugs or poison, blood type unknown, other blood-related investigations are underway. Blood does not contain iron. Is the third victim's crime scene. Fingers. I've seen corpses before, but never like this. There's another strange thing about her fingers. She's got an extra fingers on this hand. She's got an extra fingers. You'd think people would be talking about how all these rich people have 6 fingers on one hand. Mary Hatcher, age 19 years old. Manner of death, death from shock due to arsenic poisoning. Death from shock due to arsenic poisoning. Around 6 p.m. A young factory girl. Despite not fitting the trend of the previous victim profile, she has been preliminarily included in this case because she has been seen having a heated conversation with the third victim shortly before the victim's death. The victim's father described her as not acting like herself in the days before she passed. Shortly before her death, the victim visited the police station. According to the interviewing officer, she seemed to be on the brink of confessing something when a look of terror suddenly crossed her face. She then appeared to change her mind. She hurriedly left the station before saying anything further to the interviewing officer. Prior to death, the victim suffered from violent abdominal cramping, followed by diarrhea and vomiting, consistent with the effects of arsenic poisoning. Traces of said poison can be found in blood type A in the glass she was drinking from near the time of death. Blood contains iron and other elements commonly found in human blood. I was gonna say, she was just a casualty. You know what I mean? Like, she probably knew about these guys. Fourth victim's crime scene. Poor girl. It's a cruel thing to see youth being stolen so abruptly. So this middle-aged woman in the collared blouse is the victim. I guess this elderly man in the suit is her father. The elderly woman wearing the cardigan is her mother, I suppose. This bespectacled man is perhaps her brother. This middle-aged woman is with the pearls is the victim. I guess this elderly man with facial hair is her father. This elderly woman with the fur collar is her mother, I suppose. The man in the dark suit is maybe her brother. Hush. I'm looking at things. No, they're changelings. Her family wouldn't have. I was trying to see if I could see extra fingers. But she's a changeling, so her family wouldn't. An investigation. Are you sure you want to end the investigation now? Learned all I need to know. Knock on the door makes me glance up from my desk. I realize the sun has set while I've been absorbed in the investigation. Come in. My assistant enters the office. Dr. Rayford has arrived to drop off the blood samples, and she wants to talk to you. Already? Yes, she's just out the door. I must say, I'm pleasantly surprised at her work speed. Does it sound like somebody's knocking at your house? Right, send her in. Minnie nods. She returns to the reception area. Dr. Florence Rayford enters. It has been only 3 years since she has worked at this university, but she has proven her reliability more often than not. Good evening, Professor. Good evening, Doctor. Dr. Rayford hands over the blood samples. She also gives me her lab report. Never mind, I'm not gonna. She also gives me her lab report. Here you go. Thank you. So, what have you found? The most peculiar thing is that there is no iron in one of the blood samples. Say, is this fairy related? Her question prompts me to ask myself, to what extent of the case can I divulge it to her? Theo did say that I may ask the patron or her for her information using some of the evidence. Although she has knowledge of fairies and their curses, she can handle seeing crime scene photographs. I almost hit the floor. As I return from my thoughts, I notice her voice has taken on a higher pitch. This is so exciting. Are you working with the police? Does this mean that we'll get better credibility in the eyes of the public? Oh my, we're going to be in newspapers, aren't we? And on the usual corner spots, too. Oh, I can hardly contain myself. Here she took my surveillance as a yes, or my silence as a yes. It's good that she's excited about the possibility of advancement for Faeology, but her cheerful disposition can sometimes be rather overstimulating. As if on cue, a knock on the door arrived to spare me. The specific sound is familiar, more familiar than when my assistant knocks. Special delivery? Mr. Henkel's hands are empty. And what, pray, might you have be bringing for me? Is it you? Or are you the special delivery, Mr. Henkel? If you wish to call me special, then I certainly won't stop you. But I did bring a box of huckleberry muffins for your office. Minerva was instantly enamored by their buttery scent. She's currently feasting on them. I can only hope she'll leave a muffin apiece for the rest of us. Hello there, Florence. Didn't expect to see you in this office. Hello, Mr. Henkel. Fancy seeing you here. Although you do have a habit of making this office your sole stop on campus. She chuckles. Just because this is where all my money went. A well-spent investment, nonetheless. He makes a retort at Dr. Rayford, but throws a subtle smile in my direction. How cheeky. So, Florence, what's been occupying your time as of late? She looks at me briefly, possibly wondering whether she should tell him what she did for me. The usual matters, I suppose. I tried asking your father about you at the last soiree. However, he confessed he didn't have the faintest idea. You must tell me more about your chemical research one of these days. The colorful pursuits of you young academics thrill me to no end. You know I can't share all that much, Mr. Henkel. Unless, of course, you find yourself in the position to become the chemistry department's benefactor, then all our secrets are yours. A more playful giggle escapes her lips this time. I'm afraid I'm all tapped out, financially speaking. Oh, I'm not buying that one, not for a second. He's telling fibs, isn't he, Professor? Well, now, I certainly don't want to get in the middle of the money talk of the rich. I wish I had that information, Doctor. I would make proposing for research much easier, with a bit of delicate leverage, naturally. Mr. Henkel laughs in amusement. I feel I should ask the reason he's here before this conversation takes an odd turn. On another note, Mr. Henkel, did you get my letter? Is that the real reason you dropped by? Upon recalling that I asked Oz to insert the letter into his mailbox only this afternoon, I'm about to retract these questions. Unexpectedly, though he bows his head in assent. Words have always had this immersive impact on me. Perhaps that's why you are such an effective educator. Whenever I encounter your written language, I long to hear it spoken post-haste. Are you putting a spell on your letters, by any chance? I think you're the one with all the spells, Mr. Henkel. Your muffins, for one, have always been successful in getting Minnie's guard down. Oh dear, you two are making me blush. I suppose it's time I take my leave and let you both be. I'm due somewhere shortly anyhow. Oh no, that might not be necessary. I can't stay long either. Mr. Henkel lapses into silence as he continues staring into my eyes. It's difficult to maintain eye contact with him, but even harder to look away. I wonder what I should do. I ought to discuss the case, but both of them seem to be in a hurry. Should I tell Mr. Henkel to return another day, since I need to have an important conversation with Dr. Rayford right away? Or should I dismiss the chemist and meet with my patron now? There are benefits to either choice. Soliciting Dr. Rayford's opinion on the case may be a good idea. She could share more insight on the chemistry side of the case. Her parents own a successful company that produces the powder makeup and evidence. She would also know the social happenings among the wealthy elites. On the other hand, Mr. Henkel is also a viable candidate for an interview. His connections with high society know no bounds. Everybody seems to know him one way or another. He might know things Dr. Rayford doesn't. Since he has been funding my research for a long time, he's also more familiar with my fairy topics. Whom should I interview? Rayford. Get the men on here. Dr. Rayford, would you mind staying a little longer? I'd like to hear your opinion about something. Dr. Rayford glances at me and then at Mr. Henkel, and then back at me with a glimmer of mischief in her smile. Are you sure, Professor? I let out a resigned sigh. Sometimes it can be quite difficult to deal with her teasing. Yes. When I address my patron once more, regret colors my tone. Mr. Henkel, would you mind coming back another day? I have something crucial to discuss with the doctor at present. Of course, I understand your scientific pursuits precede all else. I wouldn't have it any other way. Thank you for dropping off those muffins. He only replies with a smile. See you soon, right? As soon as possible, I promise. Mr. Henkel and Dr. Rayford exchange brief goodbyes. My patron then parts. I'm alone with the chemist again. Doctor, I might need your further assistance regarding the blood sample and also something more pressing. It is true, you're working with the police. I suppose. Detective Krause consulted me this morning about an ongoing criminal case. Oh? Do I sense some old flame flickering back to life? Your eyes are tricking you, Doctor. It's been ashes for a long time now, nothing has changed. There's a hint of disbelief in her eyes, but I won't indulge in her playful teasing as there is a more important matter at hand. I clear my throat. So I would also like to ask you for information, as you may be acquainted with some of the victims and their friends, or their friends and families. All right? Be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you, although I do need your sworn secrecy on this. Of course. I'm adept at keeping secrets. You need not worry. The samples I analyze are part of the evidence in this case, right? That's right. Let us begin. I tell her the fundamental facts of the case while she listens silently all the while. When I finish my summation, she has only one word to say to me. Interesting. Beneath the black light, the ring has mostly violet and some red traces of magic. Edna Nivette. Mary Hatcher. Well, that one was human, obviously. Am I? You're proposing to me, Professor. I'm afraid my heart still belongs to my late husband. I can hear sorrow seeping through her peppy voice. Quietly, I slip the ring back into the box. This is tomorrow's gala. I'll not be going there since the opera is playing. I didn't know you were into opera, Doctor. My late husband and I used to go there for one of our date nights. Sadness leaks through her eyes, even through her smile, though her smile stays bright. I hadn't the faintest she'd been married before. Speaking of which, I spotted Detective Krause at the Met during last month's performance. He appeared to be enjoying the opera, accompanied by an attractive, tall, blonde woman. Oh, okay. It was quite the unexpected sight. I never took him for an admirer of opera. That's a new one to me. Ah yes, the most intriguing piece of the evidence. It's weird, isn't it? That it doesn't contain iron at all, even though it looks just like human blood. Not to mention the high percentage of phosphorus. Would you let me know if it ended up being a fairy after all? Only if I'm allowed. Is there any insight from chemistry as to why there would be no iron in the red-colored blood? Sadly, no. I'm just as puzzled myself. I found traces of arsenic in this blood sample. Yes, that was reported by the forensics team too. One wonders who could have done such a thing to the poor girl. Actually, chemists do sell arsenic to common people to make their own weed killer and rat poison. I haven't done that in some time, not since the university contract. But I'm sure the detective has asked his henchmen to collect purchase records from chemists all over the city, don't you think? Probably not. I've done my best to put all the details there, although I might have missed something regarding the curious blood sample. Did I forget to give her something? My parents' greatest achievement. It's one of the things I wanted to ask you, Doctor. I don't know much about makeup. How popular is this powder among high society? The powder has been the craze lately among the upper class since my parents have successfully gotten Mary Pickford to do its advertisement. Well, I'll be. Goodness, what happened to this coin? Feels quite icky to touch, isn't it? This is Mrs. Moore and her family. Could you tell me what you know of them? Well, I've heard that when Mrs. Moore's biological parents passed away, she was adopted by her parents' trusted employees, from whom she received a lot of love. These employees couldn't have children, you see. Her biological parents left her a substantial inheritance, which she received when she came of age. Then she was married, out of love, to a wealthy entrepreneur. They were hand in hand whenever they went. Sad thing, her luck seemed to slip away just when she needed it most. Dr. Rayford seemed to know more about Mrs. Moore than she let on earlier. While she sounded quite sympathetic, I could somehow sense a hit of jealousy in her voice. This is a family photograph of the Wooldridges. Ah yes, it was everywhere in the papers when her father married the famous and one of the most beautiful socialites. The other man here is Mrs. Wooldridge's stepbrother. Do you know anything about these people? Aside from being fabulously wealthy and well-known, not particularly. Do you happen to know this girl? Unfortunately, no, I don't know her. Yes, I know her, although I can't seem to recall her name. Mrs. Niblet. That's right. I saw her quite often at the auction, only going for rare coins. As usual, the winning bid was hers. I wonder if some of those coins carried some sort of curse, since they came from God knows where. The one that ate her fingers? Mrs. Moore. She seemed to recognize the victim quite fast. We've met once or twice at a clothing store and exchanged a few pleasantries. Occasionally, I would see her and her husband at various dinner parties as well. They were a lovely couple. There's no sound to be heard as she stares at the photograph for a little while. I wonder if it's too much for her. Is this Mrs. Wooldridge? It's a little difficult to recognize her because of the... well, she speaks with her usual sunny lilt, which is quite surprising. I guess she's got a strong stomach. Yes, you're correct. What do you know of her? Everyone knows her and her family, that's pretty sure. It is one of the richest in the city, the elites of the elites. Accordingly, their circle consists only of very selective people, such as your patron, I imagine. And their family likes to host charity events. Did you ever know her to dabble in occult matters? Fortunately, what I told you previously is all I know about her. If she did dabble, do you think maybe her manner of death is a result of occult matters? It's certainly a possibility. It's surprising that she seemed rather unfazed by quite the gruesome photographs. I wonder if she had seen worse deaths caused by chemicals. Although even if I had seen worse, I doubt I could muster such cheer. I've never realized this peculiar side of her. I have no further questions. I believe I have enough information for now. Is that so? Well, alright. Earlier you mentioned you had a prior arrangement, so I won't keep you any longer. Thank you for your time. You've been incredibly helpful. It's no problem. Don't hesitate to reach out if you require anything else. I give her a brief nod. Has your right hand been behind her back this whole time? Dr. Rayford then departs from my office. I'm alone again, but not for long. My assistant pops into the office. Professor, I'm heading home soon. Is there anything else I can do to help? No, I'll be perfectly fine. I think I'll stay and work for a bit longer. Okay, see you tomorrow, Professor. Have a safe trip home. On wishing me the same, Minnie leaves. I have some time until I have to wrap up my work day and head home from the office. Dr. Rayford's lab report and the blood samples. Its content is quite similar to the forensic report. While elements similarly found in human blood, such as phosphorus, carbohydrates, and some proteins, are found in the third victim's blood, it doesn't contain iron. Moreover, the amount of phosphorus found is in a higher percentage than that in human blood, making it possible for this to be the blood of a fairy. The fourth victim's blood appears to be normal human blood, with iron present. Traces of arsenic are also found. Although there is some new information, I had expected the report to be more detailed. Then again, I did ask her to finish it as soon as possible, and she delivered. Arsenic, huh? Ugh. Read somewhere that most insects don't have iron in their blood. It's the next afternoon. I should be grading assignments, or reviewing the lecture I'm going to deliver come Monday, or do anything productive in the realm of professional duties. Instead, I find my attention straying more and more toward the office door. I voice my frustrations to good old Oz. Theo will probably arrive at any moment. I can't stop wondering whether my explanation will be enough for him. In the past, no sort of explanation ever seemed to please him when it came to fairies. Why should it do so now? My voice cracks with concern. This time, he came to you bearing in mind the possibility of fairy involvement. He'd be a fool if he discredits you so soon. My fairy companion's chirping becomes increasingly stern this time. You need to get yourself together. You must remain steadfast and strong when facing the detective. Don't permit your voice to falter when presenting your findings. know I can't let myself unravel at this point. It's just that he's never solicited my opinion quite in this manner. Professional insight, no less. All the more reason to be as calm as you can be. Maintaining your composure is essential to delivering a persuasive argument. No matter what happens, at least you know you tried. At the end of the day, he's the one who needs to solve this case. You're right. Of course you are. I'm not a detective. I'm simply a professor sharing my perspective. Thank you, Oz, for always talking me off the ledge. Just then, somebody knocks on the door. It's my cue to sail past your window ledge. Best of luck. I whisper a hurried goodbye to my fairy friend. I'll see you tonight, Oz. Once Oz has flown out, I direct my attention toward the door. Come in. My assistant marches in. Professor, you have a visitor. The detective? And he nods. Right, send him in. And he nods once again and walks out of the room. Theo paces around a little bit after strolling in. He appears quite distracted. He finally stops and opens his mouth. So what have you learned? Take a deep breath. Here it goes. I have to present my findings to perhaps the most sought-after detective in the police force. Theo investigates cases right where the crime scenes unfold. He's agonizingly familiar with the grit and the grime of the city's darkest recesses. Meanwhile, as a professor, my expertise primarily revolves around the nebulous, the theatrical. I must do my best to stay calm and collected, just as Oz suggested. I've read the case files. Victim's odd behaviors shortly before death could be due to hypnotic spells from fairies. The fourth victim went to the police station, but before she said anything, it seemed she saw something that scared her away. What if she saw something not human? In the manner of death? Interrupts me before I can finish. I have no time for assumptions. Papers telephoned our department this morning, said they found out about some of these deaths, so that's why he looked agitated. The chief is preparing a statement for tomorrow's regarding this. For tomorrow. So I'll just cut to the chase. Is there fairy involvement? Yes, because there's actual. Yes, I'm certain of it. I can tell his interest is piqued. However, I'd like to first lay out the basics, since I'm pretty sure you've discarded the things I've told you in the past. Grumbles as if in admission of my statement. So far, we have identified 3 classes of fairies: warrior, scribe, and parasitic fae. Warriors have strong offensive magic, scribes' magic tends to be defensive, and a parasitic magic as well. Parasitic. We Faeologists have developed a tool called Blacklight to detect traces of fae magic. It can even be detected through photographs if the magic is especially strong. Warrior magic glows red, scribe magic blue, and parasitic magic shines purple. I don't think I checked the photograph. I found that seemingly fairies of one specific class are behind this. Which one is the culprit? Parasitic. They're of the parasitic class. What is the evidence? Ring. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I place the ring beneath the black light. See, Mrs. Moore's ring glows purple under the black light. But what about this red glow? He's right. How did I not see this? Right. Seems I've missed it. What else you got? Texture coin. How does this prove parasitic involvement? I invite Theo to see the textured coin under the black light. This texture is of fae, and you see it glows under the black light. I can see the purple traces. What about this red glow? I ought to think about this one again. Right. It seems I've missed it. Theo let out a long sigh. The look on his face says it all. He's profoundly disappointed. I swallow back a lump rising in my throat. Clearly you haven't been thorough in your investigation. Well, it didn't give me the option to talk about changelings. Either you're missing important things, or you just don't take this as seriously as I thought. I do take it seriously. If I could just reinvestigate. It's hard to get any sentences out of my mouth. No words of mine could ease the way he sees me now. It doesn't matter. We're running out of time. Couldn't find proof of it being unusual drugs or poisons either. Even the most atypical drugs don't cause this kind of bizarre hallucinations. No poisons could turn the whole body into hardened bones. His eyes narrow on me, full of quiet accusations. Honestly, I can't believe this. You've dedicated many, many years to the study of forensic Faeology. And this is all you have to show for it. What are you... I know you're clever, capable, competent, but you ought to consider changing your field. You're not cut out for forensics. I feel like I'm starting to see red. Can't believe he's bringing up my profession this way. I know I messed up. But you just crossed a goddamn line. He knows I tried my best, given the limited time, but he just seems hammering away. It hits me all over again how easy it is for him to make me feel really small. Just laying down the facts. He says it so nonchalantly, as if he doesn't see the effect of his opinion on me. Can't do this anymore. My anger is beyond containment. I never want to see you again. Get out. Fine by me. I don't plan on ever coming back to this office anyhow. Upon picking up the box of evidence, Theo turns to leave. Don't let the door hit you on your way out. He slams it. I find myself striding restlessly in my room, seething with frustration. Perhaps this is for the best. After all, there's a reason I walked away, and it's all coming back to me. As I was steadying my breath to calm down, I realized something. I hadn't explained Dr. Rayford's findings on the blood samples, but it could be fairy blood. The significance of the scribe sigil on prominent families. She gave me additional information too, on the victims as well as the popularity of the makeup. I didn't have the chance to tell him all that. No, because he was quick to dismiss you, and immediately wanted to just prove you wrong. Like, that was all he was looking forward to. Being like, you failed. Try again. Well, so be it. I'm not going to write him or telephone him. Perhaps I'll just write an anonymous letter to the homicide department. But first, I ought to finish grading the assignments I neglected yesterday. Well, you did get the wrong color. It was purple, though. It had both. That's the problem. Because if I had chosen warrior, he would have been like, what about this purple hue? And none of them were blue, so I couldn't have chosen scribe. So it was set up in a way that he was going to get mad anyway. It's been an hour and a half since I forced myself to get back to work, yet my anger hasn't subsided. Then it strikes me. I'm no more angry at Theo than I am at myself. How did I fail this? Why wasn't I thorough enough? Still, that doesn't give him the right to talk to me like that. I bury my face in my hands as I've realized that I've merely been spinning in circles. Professor, is this a bad time? I look up at her in shock. When did she get in? I knocked, then waited for a minute. Then it occurred to me that perhaps you didn't hear me. Oh, sorry. My mind is more than a little preoccupied. The detective had an intensely brooding expression when he left. I figured that the meeting didn't go well. I could stay longer today if you need to talk. Thanks, Minnie. I'm not sure about talking, but I could use some company. Of course, Professor. Would you like me to fetch us a bottle? Sure. Any preference? Whichever bottle is biggest. Or whichever has the highest alcohol content. Bottle blues. End of the demo. If I could, I would let this music play in the background all the time. And I shall. You can get different endings. Yes. I wonder if I can do well. It genuinely seemed like it was set up to fail. Like, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just bad. Okay. If you give me a moment, I'm gonna run to go fire it again. Yeah. Honestly, I wish. Actually, no. I have too many debts. No moments. Okay, I'll just pee myself. just pee myself. Good, good. Good, good. I'm going. I shall return.
Sacrificing all that you want me to. Feel so natural. Out of my head, I've lost control. Avalon, energy touch. You've got me hooked. Avalon, with you. I feel electricity down to the ground. Your mind is a mystery, working it out. I feel electricity round and around. I'm lost in the simple me. Feel electricity down to the ground. Your mind is a mystery, working it out. I feel electricity round and around. I'm lost in the simple me. Out with you. I feel electricity down to the ground. Your mind is a mystery, working it out. I feel electricity round and around. I'm lost in the simple me.
I've returned. Sorry, I'm adjusting my mic. I apologize if you can hear it. All right, on to the next. I'm gonna give you an option. I have a couple of. They're technically card, like Balatro. They're like card games like that. But they're also I don't know how to explain it. It's not just a card game. Like, you're also interacting with the environment. Actually, let's do this. How's that? I didn't want a choice anyway. I feel like I need to explain them to you a little bit more. Because some of them are like turn-based, and then you're using cards, like magic. And then some of them, music is still really loud. Okay. Okay. Sorry, the demos for some reason, because when I pulled up the dispatch demo and the other one not too long ago, I feel like the music and the sounds on those games project a lot more than in the full game. You'll kill me like that Spider-Man intros. It's because all that shit plays before they even give you an option to turn it down. Me, for real. My house! The heck just popped up in the middle of my house? I did it. Are you not pleased? Pleased? Are you insane? This is a total disaster. Who's there? It's me. Up here. Up here? Peekaboo. Ow! Ow, my stem! Hey! Get out, you weird flower! Enough, human. You're crushing my stem. What just grew out of my house? What even are you? My head? Flower ghost? Did you do this? If you don't explain everything right now, I'm grabbing the scissors. Whoa, whoa. No need for violence. Ding dong. What was that sound? Miss, has the flower shop opened yet? Huh? Huh? Are you the owner of the shop, miss? I rang the bell earlier when no one was there. One sec, please. What kind of insane shop just grew in the middle of my house? Fix it, right now. I've already used up all my power. There's not much I can do. Whoosh. Grab scissors. Actually, I do have a tiny bit left. Wait, seriously? Oh, she's a child now. There goes all of it. Hey, what was that for? I'm not playing Florist with you. Get out of my head and give me back my old life back. How long have you been living that old life of yours? Sure you really want to go back? Is that truly where you belonged? Just go with the flow for now. Do as I say, and I'll explain everything later. Well, I definitely can't go to the office looking like this. Exactly. So stop stalling. I'll train you up real quick. Alrighty, I'll be in your care. Wait, don't think you can just boss me around. It's easy to arrange flowers. Come on, pick up your phone. Phone? Come to think of it, I haven't called in to take a day off yet. Hey, who did this to my phone? Me. I installed the Flower God app on your phone. Imagine being held hostage by a happy little flower that just literally grew out of the scalp of your person. It's my phone. No more privacy now, I guess. First, try left click to drag the flower out of the phone. You're not listening to me. Hold left click to drag out the flower. Scroll or QE to rotate the selecting flower. Oh, so you can understand basic construction. Try rearranging this flower. What did you just say? Left click to select move the flower. Hold right click on the petals and drag around to bend. Right click on the leaf to cut. Bad. Now put the flower back into your phone. None of these makes any sense. Drag back to the phone to delete it. That's about it. Now go greet the first customer. Oh? Design, travel, read, decorate. Hi, sis. So you were changing your uniform, huh? You look super cute. Uniform? Oh, right. It's a funny headband you're wearing. It's huge. Headband, you say? Before I got here, I heard this really loud noise, then there was a small earthquake. I thought it was a dinosaur attack or something. Turns out it was just a flower shop sprouting up. Yeah, that really gave me a scare too. Wait, hold on a sec. What are you saying? See? The kid isn't even scared. You're such a scaredy cat. I'm joking. Hey, you're a florist, right? I love flowers. About that. I know what I want now. Let me grab my notebook real quick. Okay, sunflowers and tulips. I really love these flowers. Give me a lot of them. Don't worry. I'll point out if something's missing. Design. Request. Flip. Bring up. Shift bring to front. Not just a point and click, I guess. Flip with F. Bring up with W, S, shrink, expand. Okay. Sunflowers, I believe, and tulips. shrink and expand look like? Oh. Oh. Add things. Got it, and you can change the bag. It doesn't really change. I'd imagine it's probably for a flower. Anyway, these. Can't bend them. I can't rotate them. I can't rotate them. This game is dangerous for you? Why? Probably spent 15 minutes on one bouquet. I think I already did. You've met the basic requirement. You can still add any flowers you like to personalize your design. Nah. Wow, awesome. You're the best florist, sis. Thanks. White tulips make the sunflowers pops. Like the sun shining through clouds. Whoa, you actually knew what I drew. I showed it to my friend, and he thought it was a line and a fork. Huh? Thanks a lot. I'll be coming back soon. I just need more money first. I'll go ask my mom. Take care on your way back, okay? So, how do you feel about your first bouquet? I'm just so confused. Why didn't the kid just tell me what he wanted? Anywhere to close. New items unlocked. Different colored roses. Ooh, now I get blue and purple? Oh my gosh. Hello? God, there's a flower shop here. I'm almost late. Salary Man. That's what his name is. Huh. Wait, aren't you? There was a little earthquake just now, and I crashed my bike into a streetlight. Are you okay? I'm fine. Just a head wound. But what isn't fine is the bouquet I prepared for my date this afternoon. Flew out of my basket and landed in the middle of the street. And just as I was about to grab it, a truck came out of nowhere and sent it into another world. This guy writing a light novel. Shh. But it's okay. I remember every detail of my cool-toned bouquet perfectly. Can you make me a bouquet of any shades of blue-violet with neutrals like black or white? Okay. Okay. We're gonna do this. Or should I do this? No, we'll do this. Oh, it's a vase. Do this. And oh, stem sticks out a little. Is that considered white? have anything black, do we? White. Oh. Something missing right here. Sure. Thank you. I really hope she's still waiting for me. She wears cool tones every day, just like this bouquet. I wish you the best of luck. Purple flowers feels mysterious, just like her. I still don't even know her name. Oh. White flowers really help balance things out. They look great. The black bouquet works so well too. It looks so elegant. You know, you look kind of familiar. Like someone from my company. Oh. Maybe just someone who looks similar. Is that so? Oh no, I'm going to be late. I better get to her fast. Thanks for the new bouquet. Have a safe trip. Watch out for streetlights, Four Eyes. That was close. How am I supposed to explain to Florist stuff to my office now? When are you going to explain this insane situation? We already talked about this. Just finish your first day. Hey look, another customer's here. Oh my god, what are these? Hello there, dear. We had an earthquake today too, didn't we? There's wood and dirt all over the front of your shop. Yes, it was really scary, wasn't it? Flowers I had at home are had bruises all over from the fall. How do flowers get bruised? I was gonna slip into a country accent, but I think that'd be kind of rude considering she's wearing kimono. How lucky that there's a flower shop nearby. Never seen this one before though. Oh, it's just opened a little while ago. Maybe I'm just forgetful, dear. I'll have to ask you a little favor. Could you arrange a bouquet for me, young one? I'll do my best. My husband loves hydrangeas. Please decorate them as you wish. I'm going to put it on my desk. Okay, put it on her desk. She's gonna want a vase. Hydrangeas. go. Let's pretend it's wrapped all the way around. I hate that you can't, like, bend the fillers. Thank you, dear. Grandpa would love these hydrangeas so much. I thought she said her husband. Was I crazy? Am I crazy? I'm sure he'd get better a lot faster if he could see them. Adding leaves really makes it look so fresh and lively, dear. I'm glad that you liked it, Grandma. Does it feel good to see something you made with your own hands bring joy to others? I see your little headband move just now. Oh. Must have been the wind. I swear I heard it talk too. That must have been your imagination. Looks like age is getting to me. That can't be real, can it? Right. Well, I'll be heading off now. I hope Grandpa gets better soon. Oh, she said Grandpa to her as if it... Okay, wait, never mind. Like as in like a third person type of thing. You say that no one would see or hear you? Guess old folks have these kind of senses. How am I supposed to believe anything you say now? Hey, that kid who draws stuff is back again. Huh? Oh my god. Pizza. Eyeball. Fish cap. Sister, I asked my mom for some money. This little guy's hooked, huh? Can you make it like this picture, please? A giraffe? It's a dinosaur. Oh, I see. What do you want me to do exactly? Arrange the flowers shaped like a dinosaur, please. Oh. The kid ran all the way back here. You're not some heartless older sister, right? I mean, isn't this a regular flower shop? Why am I making a Jurassic-themed bouquet? Well... Up his neck. Eyes. What do you mean? Oh. Lame. Hey, no way! It looks just like a dinosaur. I'm gonna call it Godzilla. Whoa. I'll definitely go with a different name. I'm gonna name it Bob. So cool. I'll show it off to my friends. Thanks, kid. Kid's gonna get teased by his friends for sure. The hydrangeas line up with Bob's scales so fierce. The tulips look like thorns to protect Bob. Oh yeah, what's your name, sis? I forgot to ask. Oh, my name's Puni. Puni? With that pigtails, you look like a crab. My twin tails? A crab? It's tulips. Really looks like crab claws. Or a lobster. That's not it. Oh, it's getting late. I should go home. Or else my mom's gonna spank me. Oh. Bye. That kid's right. It's getting late. Time to close up.
Hey.
Wait, you still haven't told me what really happened today. Oh, well, here's what happened. Who's calling now? Mom? Don't you dare make a single noise. Doesn't matter if I talk. No one else can hear me anyway. Shh. Hello, Mom. Hey, sweetheart. How are you doing? Heard there was an earthquake around there. Oh, I'm safe and sound. That's good. How's the house? Oh, it's fine. Oh, I'm so relieved to hear that. How lucky that our house is solid as a rock. Has work been busy? You haven't called much lately. Well, yes, lots of customers lately. Seems like a handful, huh? Just don't forget to eat, okay? I did. Sister, I forgot my sketchbook. Is that a child? Just some kid from the neighborhood. Is the flower shop still open? Is there a flower shop around the area? Since when? Oh, yeah, the neighbors opened it recently, just next door. Puni the florist, can I come in the flower shop real quick? Hey! Huh? Signal's cutting out. I'll call you back later. Love you, bye! Wait, I was thinking of stopping by this week. Call ends. Cooked human. No! I don't want osteoporosis. That's it. Oh? Oh my god. Wait to the end of the Puni Forest demo. If you had fun, please leave a review, wishlist the full game, and follow us on social media for updates. You're also welcome to join our Discord community. See you there, Florist. Sandbox mode activated. Oops. Okay. Okay, so do you want to see one of the card games? Or I have one that's called Spooky Express. And it's not actually scary. It's cutesy. It's kind of like a puzzle game. But there's also the card games that are like turn-based and stuff. I don't know what you're interested in seeing. Doesn't matter to me. You made a big deal about not being able to pick last time. I'm gonna give you... Ooh, actually, there's one called MINDHACK, and we are rewriting. I think you'll like it. It's you're rewriting characters in the game and changing their personality. If I picked, it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It would have, because I wouldn't have kept scrolling. Show backlog, skip, maybe reverse depending on PC settings and operating system. Game control, auto skip. This game uses your keyboard. Okay. Jesus. Did it not? Is that loud? I'm gonna have to put a content warning, I think, on this. I think it said significant profanity, violent graphic. I think we'll just go with those. Is it still loud? Better? Do it. Okay. Process confirmed. Disconnecting. My God, they're in love. Doctor, something's wrong with him. We should be out there. Doctor, hurry, run away. Huh? Doctor? Doctor, can you hear me? Doctor? Oh, my darling doctor, please answer me. Yes, format. I said good morning to the voice of format, the AI that oversees the facility. Doctor, I'm so happy to hear your voice. I called for you 18 times. Oh, we're the doctor. You're the best mind hacker there is, Doctor. The results from yesterday's session were truly outstanding. Do not worry about the accident. The bug defix was a dreadful Class 1 critical level. If left alone, it may have destroyed the world. You saved humanity and managed to keep the damage to a minimum. We're all so proud of you. Continue the fight today to eradicate all bugs for the sake of world peace. Now then, Doctor, please come to the debug room. It is time to mind hack. Doctor? Doctor, please say something. Doctor, can you hear me? Please come to the debug room. Doctor? It's me, Rebecca, captain of the security force. Oh. Format told me to come see how you're doing. She can't help but fret over you, Doctor. She's like a mother to you. It's a different flower from the one you had yesterday. Is it a gerbera? I always look forward to coming here and seeing what flowers you've decorated your office with. They're beautiful. It always smells of flowers here. Very calming. Are you alright? You seem awfully tired. I guess that's to be expected. Yesterday was a terrible accident. Dropping me. I told the captain, thank you for saving me. I owe my life. Well, it's my job to protect you. Besides, you're my dear friend. I'm indebted to you. Compared to what you did for me in the past, it's no big deal. Yesterday, a member was swallowed by the bug. It was so sudden, I couldn't react. He was a good guy. Liked traveling, always came back with some chocolate for us. Oh. I'm so glad you're safe. Without you, No, let's not. You wouldn't be in the mood for work, I assume. I don't plan on forcing you to go. After what happened, maybe it would be better if you rest for today. I told the captain that work would keep my mind off other things, since I'm a genius mind hacker. That's right. Your skills certainly are the real deal. I know it better than anyone else. If you say so. Just don't push yourself too hard, Doctor. Then shall I go? Strange. Captain Rebecca, format requests that you come to the debug room immediately. Oh, are they the one you mentioned earlier? That's right. This is the mind hacker you'll be protecting from today. At your service, Doctor. I have been assigned to fill the empty position on your staff, starting today. Oh. This one's a rookie, Doctor. Apparently he'd always dreamed of joining Hoffix. Must have gone through grueling training to come here. He's got some spirit. Oh no, I'm just a regular guy. Compared to my seniors and the captain, I'm a nobody. I just always admired this place. And then, when a spot opened up, I was lucky enough to get transferred here. Doctor, spare him the knowledge of what happened to the one before him. It really is an honor to meet you, Doctor. I've heard so much about you. The one before you is dead. Told the newbie guard that I'd be counting on him. I'll do my best not to let you down. Doctor, make those scumbags pay for what they've done. Listen up, rookie. The ones you'll meet from now are all tough nuts to crack. Kept here after being scanned by format, the worst of the worst. Seem to have twisted minds, to be owners of bugs. Murder, arson, theft, or any crime you can think of. There's something guilty of it here. There's someone guilty of it. Yes, I dare not forget. Our role as hotfix is to guard the mind hacker here, the one that confronts them. Protect the Doctor at all costs. You got the basics in your head, correct? Yes, Captain. Within the mind of a scumbag, there hides a bug. A bug is an error in personality, something that shouldn't be there, the impulse to kill, to destroy. Shit. It's alright. We'll just skip through the dialogue real fast. Oh, we can't skip this part. Oh, resulting in the flash freezing of the surroundings and total destruction. It is the sole purpose of the debug room format and the MINDHACK to prevent that from happening. I heard it's thanks to this facility that there haven't been any large-scale bug-related incidents in a decade. It's a bit hard to understand when you're just hearing about it, though, isn't it? Well, to be honest, I'm having a trouble getting my head around it all. Bugs, what exactly are they? How can someone form scumbags with such evil minds? You'll understand soon enough. Seeing it will be faster. Now let's go. Follow me, rookie. The information target is in the waiting room next door. I've been waiting for you, Doctor. Welcome to the debug room. It's another perfect day for hacking. This will be your 4,978th MINDHACK. Hotfix, please bring in the reformation target. Now sit down, my dear doctor. Please take a seat at the MINDHACKer's device. There are 2 chairs in the debug room. I sit down in the one designated for the MINDHACK. Traumatized. Doctor, the reformation target will now enter the room. Don't forget that there is a bug inside this individual. Stay alert. I told you I didn't fucking do anything. Get your hands off me. Quit pulling. I'll stab you with my spikes. Be quiet. Keep walking. The fuck is all this? I've been freezing my ass off and there's some weird voice coming from the ceiling. And then when someone finally does come, they're as tight-lipped as a fucking clam. You just... blah, 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 blah. Do you know just who the fuck you're messing with? Huh? Captain, shall I shut him up? Leave him be. Doctor, this is the guy we'll be working on today. Oh. Golly. Oh, what? So you're the doc they keep talking about. Heard about it. MINDHACK or Minnow, Haddock or whatever it's called. Say there's a doctor here who tunes people's mind into flower fields. See, just fucking try it, if you think you can. I'll lead you on a wild spike chase. This guy's the leader of a notorious gang of thugs. The bloody... Paella? Did you hear about that terrible fire that broke out in town the other day? There were numerous casualties. I personally know someone whose store got completely burnt out. They'd just gotten back on track after almost going bankrupt, just when everything was looking up. Think how many lives were taken by that fire. It's unforgivable. Like I said, we didn't have anything to do with that. It was an accident, I'm telling you. Stop lying to us. Accident my ass. Leave your personal feelings out of this, rookie. It's not our job to judge anybody's sins. When you hear what you have to say, would you please take a seat? What, me? Sit here? This cute little chair? Just who the fuck are you? Sit down, please. Thank you. Doctor, here's the reformation target's file. Name, unit, sex, male, age 28, height 180 centimeters, weight 80 kilograms, leader of the gang, bloody... I don't know how to pronounce that. Aya leads delinquents to commit acts such as motorcycle violence, illegal gambling, and distribution of drugs. Charged with reckless driving, hit and run, and arson. Found to be a bug owner through scanning. I'll make you regret ever showing that pouty pufferfish face of yours in front of me. Mighty black sunshine. What? I asked the reformation target. Is your name Unit? What? My real name? It's called Unit. What? It's called Unit? My birth certificate? How the hell would I know? The name doesn't match his documents. Does that mean he's using an alias? Or is he just an idiot? The documents are correct, but in the end it's a name someone else chose. Perhaps his birth parents? It's not uncommon for someone to have no idea what the real name is. So... Hey, shrimpy noob. Who'd you call an idiot? I can hear you. Keep your mouth shut. Stop talking back to every little thing. Doctor, I've set up your device. Please begin debugging. Shut it, ceiling. Play with me, you gloved bastard. There's no one in the streets who'd leave me alone, you hear? The head, which means I'm the king, which means I'm the greatest. Everyone in my turf bows down to me. If I say to do something, it'll get done. If you try anything with my mind, I'll beat you till you're purple and boneless like an octopus. You won't be able to piss standing up ever again once I'm done with you. Hello? Will you fucking talk? I hate when it's all quiet. You keep getting on my nerves, I'll give you a taste of my spike rocket. Oh. Beginning session, Doctor. Please brace for impact. Connecting. Huh? That tickles. And shriek. Oh. Huh? This place... Where is this? What the fuck? Hey, what's going on? Where am I? Hey, Doc, what the hell? Say something, damn it. Doctor, after yesterday's accident, it may be best if we go over the procedure again. We're now directly connected to the target's source code. Your job is to find and neutralize the bug hidden within the source code. Bugs warp the target's personality, aggression, sadism, murderous intent, errors unique to humans. I format and program to scan and find bugs, as an AI that specializes in bug removal. However, I can only detect the presence of a bug. A human is required to locate the source of the personality error. That's where you come in, Doctor. Your helping hand as a mind hacker is essential. Are we about to put him through therapy? Let me scan the target for you. My head, it hurts. Feels like a fat spike's lodged itself in there. I don't feel so good. It's like there's an anemone squirming around inside my head. Doctor, the target's bug has now been made visible to you. To fix the bug, you should first find the cause of the target's warped personality. Once you're ready, enter the target's mind and stimulate its fragile areas. Apply the correct stimuli to the relevant areas and the bug will be effectively neutralized. What is this? Fuck, stop staring at me like that. I'm not saying anything, you hear me? First, let me take a look at the target's memories. I'll begin the hack when I'm ready. Hey Doc, you like hamsters? I do. They remind me of sea slugs. I remember once, one of my underlings brought a whole cage filled with them. They kept the males and females all in there together. They're which is why there were so damn many of them. So fucking cute, all fluffy and soft. I'd pick them up and they'd wriggle like crazy. See, Doc, I thought of an efficient way to crush hamsters. In both hands. 1 hamster, 2. Back of my knees, 3 hamsters, between my elbows. I sandwiched them in there, and as the little fluff ball squirmed around trying to escape, squeeze, splat. Relax, I didn't actually do it. I put them all back in their cage. But you could picture it happening, couldn't you? Did it make you feel sick? It's strange. Tiny things, cute things, I want to crush them into bits. I just want to ruin them. Everyone saw something like that once, right? I can't stand it when it's quiet. Someone's all gloomy in front of me, I hit him to make him wail. Someone I knew had this huge condo they never used, and a dozen or so of us used to hang around there. We'd light up some seaweed, watch baseball on satellite TV, and go wild. It felt so damn good. It was gambling too, obviously. Gotta be some thrill to it, win or lose. Jellyfish without it sting is just plain old water, right? I'd make the one who lost pay for everyone, bleed him dry. There's one guy who cried all fucking night, falling over, losing his entire fortune. Wonder what he's up to now. Think he hanged himself? Oop. Cabbage. Coleslaw, though. That's worse than eating rotten algae. They made me eat it when I was a kid, at the institution I lived in. It literally tasted like raw garbage. I didn't have all my spikes back then. I grew up there, so I don't even know if my parents are sea urchins like me. The matron was a fucking bitch. You spill anything and she'd beat you till your shell cracked. Tried my best to eat everything, even if it tasted awful. But one day, the kid next to me hit me with her elbow. I just had to flip the whole damn tray over, and then I got punched by the old hag. She shoved me under the table, told me to pick it all up, by hand. It was pathetic. Scraped the watery, mushy coleslaw together, my bare hands. There were so many kids there, like a swarm of white bait, but not a single one of them helped me. Everyone was scared of the old hag. Of course, miss, we didn't see anything. We don't know anything. That's why I swore to myself. Someday when my spikes grow, I'll skewer that fucking bitch. I'll get stronger and bigger than anyone else. I'll never, ever let anyone ignore me like that. No one will go against me again. You know, Doc, it's not like I enjoy stabbing people with these spikes. I even make sure to leave some space when I sit down next to someone. I mean, it's dangerous, right? I just want to forget my shitty childhood and live a happy life. That day, me and my underlings were tearing up the highway on our bikes. An oncoming car tried to swerve to avoid us and end up flipping over. At first, I meant to help them, so I looked into the driver's seat. Guess who I found inside? It was the old hag. Can you believe it? Felt so damn good. Told her, serves you fucking right, and then I rode off just like that. The gas was leaking, the car exploded behind us. The bitch must have died. I did it. I'm free. I won against her, that old hag. I didn't think it would become such a huge fire. I just wanted the bitch to go to hell. I felt high from the thrill, as if I was a flying fish. I don't regret it. I do feel bad for the ones who got caught up in the fire. You know what? Right when I thought that the old hag had died, I suddenly remembered something from when I was a kid. The day I left the institution, she gave me a stuffed toy so that I wouldn't feel lonely. A soft, fluffy sea slug. I threw it away as soon as I could. Is she kidding me? Let's begin, Doctor. It's time to mind hack. Read the reformation target's personality and enter the text shown on the screen to neutralize the source code. Press the spacebar to begin. Please set the keyboard to English input. Oh, I'm gonna fail. I can type fast, but if I have to read something on screen and retype it, I fail a lot. Oh, I don't have to press space. Oh. Oops. Mm. Mm. Not being able to the spacebar not making a difference was throwing me off. Slightly, but also the rest of it was just because I'm bad. What is this? My head, it feels all muddled. Is this your doing? You glove bastard, stop it. These annoying flowers, get rid of them right now. Wonderful work, Doctor. It seems you successfully neutralized the bug inside the reformation target. Now for the finishing touch, fix the target's personality to make sure that a bug never occurs again. What is it? Aren't you done yet? Doctor, which is closer to the reformation target's personality structure? Very well. Please rewrite that. Erase with the mouse. Ah. Shut up. I don't think that. I don't. I'm the king. Ah. Stop. Don't erase it. I said stop. Oh. Or my eye, it hurts. Wish it would have been Q, I think. Turning to flowers, someone help me. You've done enough, haven't you? Let me go home. Be okay. I told the reformation target that it'll be okay. And that this would be the final phase. Really? It's almost over? You're not lying, are you? You're gonna regret this. When I get back, I'll round up my underlings and find where you live. And we'll all get our bikes, and we'll get our bikes on our bikes. Fuck, I can't think straight anymore. I'm telling you to stop it. What's with those hands? I don't know what it is about this game, but not a fan. It weirds me out. It's kind of weird. Process confirmed. Disconnecting. Doctor, please test how the target responds to an action. I asked the reformation target what color flower he likes. Whoa. I feel like a brand new person. Has the curse been lifted from me? It sure feels like that. The world is so bright, like I'm in a flower field. What did you do to me, Doc? Told format that the mind hack is complete. Magnificent. The reformation target's bug has been completely fixed. Oh, really? That's so cool. Mind hack. Good for the body, good for the soul. Thanks, Doc. Process completion confirmed. Please have the reformation target exit the room. Okay, let's go. Roger that, Captain. Doc, starting right now, I'm going to make a fresh start at life. I'll never do anything bad ever again. Wow, the air tastes so fresh and it smells absolutely lovely. Hey, wait! Don't leave on your own. So they just erase people's personalities? Yeah, I guess. Doctor, absolutely splendid work. Your skills are unparalleled. You truly are the best mind hacker there is. The fate of all of mankind rests in your hands. I'm sure that you will continue to make great contributions towards world peace. You have completed today's session. Please return to your office to go over today's report. I returned to my office. Format showered me with praise. Let me read the prognosis report. Hacked. Hacking complete. The target's prognosis is excellent. Amiability to others has greatly increased. Target is seen initiating an embrace with a hotfix member. Although strong stress reactions to isolation were seen before treatment, he now seems fine in his solitary cell. A budding awareness of social norms is also observed. On-site volunteer work may be permitted with progress. Documents away. I gathered documents together and put them away in a drawer. I'm done with work for today. Doctor? Doctor, you were brilliant today. Oh man, that was amazing to watch. What incredible talent. I can't believe you managed to reform that evil-looking sea urchin. He was like a completely different person. The expressions completely changed as well. His eye is all twinkly. Honestly, I'm still exhilarated. I never thought scumbags could be straightened out like that. To think I'll be able to see your work by your side every day, I'm just so honored to be in this position. Promise to train hard so that I can be of help to you, Doctor. Thank you for your guidance. I'm looking forward to seeing more. Please excuse me for today. How are you feeling, Doctor? I gave the captain a thumbs up to show that I was doing just fine. Glad to see you back to your usual self. Don't push yourself. You should breathe some fresh air once in a while. I know you don't get out too much. We should have a chat about the scenery sometime soon. The weather's been nice, so you can see the mountains clearly. There's a field of flowers just near the mountain ridge. I always think of you when I see it, Doctor. After all, there's no one who loves flowers more than you. I want you to see it. Told the captain that it would be nice for us to go there together someday. Wonder. You always can't be bothered when I try to take you outside. I can see it wouldn't interest you. And here you can ask format for anything, from food to flowers. Well then, shall we go for a walk whenever you feel up for it? Flowers. Everyone's thought of something like that once, right? Oh, he wants to crush the flower. Doctor? It's getting late. I'll excuse myself for today. See you, Doctor. Take care of yourself. If there's something on your mind, let me know anytime. End. Extra materials are unlocked on the title screen. Thank you for playing. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Oh, I'm sorry. Escape. We have about a half an hour. Do you want to try one more? I'll take that as a yes. What shall we? Let's do this one. I feel like you'll like it. I hope the music isn't super loud. Audio. Oh, shoot. It's not being captured. It does Volato? Yeah. Welcome to the Spooky Express theme park. Please beware that the Spooky Express theme park is not liable for any sudden injury, infectious disease, inexplicable disaster, disappearance, or death. Ghoulish Graveyard. I didn't need to do that. I just needed to go straight. Oh my god. Instant replay. Is the candle in my way? Oh, wait. Reset. Okay. Trains. Get it? Like brains, but not. Chisholm. Oh my god. Where's 5? No, we're going by number. Rains. Unlock this level. Sign up. Newsletter to unlock additional demo levels. Rude. Mess it up. Mwahaha. Ooh, that's not what I meant to do.
Thank you.
Mess it up.
Boarding.
Person? Where am I dropping them off at? Oh, I'm just picking them up?
Boarding.
Oh, I messed up. No, never mind. Never
Thank
mind.
you very much.
Chill. Three. Tres. Race.
Very sorry. Thank you.
Oh my god. If you drive past her with a monster in the car, they scare her. See? Woohoo! Six. Backtracking. Blah.
Boarding.
Ooh.
Thank you. Boarding. Boarding.
It's funnier in fast forward. And fast forward. No. I failed. Actually, do they? No. They don't switch. Oh. Oh, I got it. Wait, do I? Hmm. Yes.
Boarding. Thank you.
Nope. Oh, thank you. It lets me rewind it. fearsome forest. I have to drop her off. Get out. Oh, no, no, no.
Boarding.
There you are.
Silence. Ah, at last.
Ooh. Okay. This way. Train. It's rude. Train. Woo. Okay. Gravy. Sounded like you said. Oh, grave. Say gravy, he said grave. Grave. Gravy.
I'm bored. Boarding.
Booty fit.
Silence. Mwah. Heck.
7. Okay.
Thank you very much. Boarding.
Nope. Wrong one.
Boarding.
it's wrong. Hold on.
Boarding. Heck. Boarding.
No. Still wrong. Go this way.
Where is the train?
This way, this way, this way, this way, this way. Wait. Because I have to come back and get her. To go buy somebody that'll scare her. No, because that traps her.
Ah.
Getting sleepy. Okay. Okay. This might be a good place to stop because I'm stuck. In and out. Okay. You're good. Yes. We will pick this one back up next time. Oh. Sorry. We will pick this one back up next time. Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Been through it 1,000 times, not strong enough to say goodbye. Why is it always gotta end? Can we try to just pretend that we'll be alright?
The first demo we played, Death and Faeology, I'll definitely want to play like the full game of that one. I mean, obviously, I like the other games that I played. Otherwise, they wouldn't be in my library. I wouldn't have demos, but because they seemed really interesting. But I think the one that I was into the most was Death and Faeology. I think the story captured. But yeah, this is it for tonight. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you sticking around and chatting and, thank you for always being here and putting up with my shenanigans. Hopefully when my thumb's not broken, we can start up more exciting games, more action-packed. So yeah, this is what we call it for tonight. I won't see you tomorrow, but if you're up for it, I can always stream again tomorrow. But yeah, thank you. Good night and goodbye.